Now, former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, is here to go on the record. Nice to see you, Mr. Speaker.
Good to be with you.
And, of course, he pivoted to the NRA issue and the Second Amendment. But what he's getting heat for is the comment that he made about the Second Amendment and Secretary Clinton. Your thoughts?
I think this is such garbage, it's unbelievable. And, of course, what happens is a reporter runs up to Paul Ryan, gives him the reporter's version, and given him the reporter's version, Ryan then responds. Every Republican should learn this will be the most decisively one-sided news coverage in American history, and that you can assume every day that people are going to take Trump on and are going to try to distort what he said. I saw what he said. I read what he said. I thought the coverage the first couple hours was an absurdity. And then they, of course, spent the last 24 hours on it. By the way, if you look at what Strickland said, which is clear on tape, and which he said to a huge audience about being happy that Scalia died, it is pretty bizarre by comparison.
Well, as you might imagine, the Democrats, many of them are scandalizing, giving him a lot of heat. And to be fair and balanced, here's what happened in 2008 when Secretary Clinton was running against then-Senator Obama for the nomination, and this is what she said.
My husband did not wrap up the nomination in 1992 until he won the California primary somewhere in the middle of June, right? We all remember Bobby Kennedy was assassinated in June in California.
Ouch. She got a lot of heat then because the implication was that she should stay in the race in case then-Senator Obama were assassinated.
Well, again, I think I suspect she was in a stream of consciousness memory. I don't think she was suggesting that Barack Obama was going to get assassinated.
But we all jump on it.
Of course. Look, the news media is always going to jump. This is a year when they're going to jump 80 or 90% of the time on Donald Trump and 5 or 10% of the time on Hillary Clinton. And we just have to understand that's the business we're going to be in for the next 90 days.
All right, well, let's bring in then-Senator, now President Obama. Today, John Cass, who is a columnist with the Chicago Tribune, tweeted this. Obama also joked about rubbing out his opponents the Chicago way. If they bring a knife to the fight, we bring a gun. Obama, Philly, 2008. So they all say it. They all do it.
They all do it. By the way, as long as we're going to talk about Chicago for 1 second, 9 people were killed in Chicago on Monday. This president has had over 3,400 people killed in his hometown since he was sworn in, more than we've lost in Iraq and Afghanistan in the same period. Nobody does anything. Nobody talks about it. It's Hillary Clinton's birthplace. She was born in Chicago. Nobody goes and says, we have got to find a fundamental change. This is about real killings, not about rhetorical language. And,
of course, there's the story that we reported on yesterday where there are gang snipers apparently wanting to kill a cop in Chicago.
Yep.
Anyway.